Hello guys, I'm Mel.
Hi guys, I'm Kody.
And today we are talking about not just sleep itself, but the fear of sleep. And have any of you ever had the fear of sleeping, aka somnophobia?
I have.
Really?
Yep.
What part of somnophobia have you feared?
What? Why? Are you, okay.
Because there's multiple reasons. There's driven by fear of nightmares, losing control, or never waking up.
Never waking up.
And, well, never waking up. That's pretty much one of my fears as well, never waking up.
I used to stay up for like hours just struggling to sleep.
It's the same with me as well. And speaking of never waking up, well, we are talking about a girl that slept for 9 years without any explanation as to why. This girl is called Evelina Cotton. And, well, Evelina, poor girl, to no reason why is that she slept for 9 years.
Doctors couldn't explain it.
Nope. So, in 1871, a 15-year-old girl named Evelina Cotton went to bed after dinner. She never woke up. Doctors examined her. Her heart was beating, her breathing was steady, but she gave no response, no reaction to pain, no voice, and no movement. Cold water didn't work. Loud noises didn't work. Even electric shocks failed to wake her. Wow. These guys had to go to extreme measures just to try and wake her up.
Well, yeah, wouldn't you?
Just pray they didn't try and break something of hers. That would have been bad. Days passed, then weeks. Weeks became months. Months turned into years. And guys, just to let you know, we are not talking about a coma here. We're talking about someone who just went to sleep.
And remained asleep.
For 9 years. Evelina kept sleeping. She wasn't dead. She wasn't considered to be in a coma. Yep. She was simply absent. Just completely out the world, you know? Just in her own world, you know, because, like, do we even dream? Is the question. Because I'm kind of skeptical about the whole dreaming thing. Like, are you actually dreaming, or does your body just stay in one world and your soul just goes to another?
For the neck, Mel. I don't know. I never think about that.
Yeah, no. We never do. Okay, back to the story. Her mother refused to give up on her. Every day she brushed her daughter's hair, changed her clothes, and spoke to her as if she could still hear every word. Aw, that's sweet.
Okay, let's carry on, Mel. Come on.
Yeah, okay, sorry. 9 years went by. Then one morning, Evelina opened her eyes. She looked around the room and spoke her first words. In nearly a decade. Why has everything gotten so old? Well, you sleep for 9 years and everything changes. So, yeah. To her, it had been only a single night. In reality, 9 years had vanished. Doctors could not explain it. There was no sign of brain damage, no recognized disease, no clear cause. They called it a case of prolonged catatonic sleep. It was a name, not an answer. The incident remained one of the strangest ever recorded because sometimes the body stays behind and time keeps moving without you. That is very interesting.
Yeah.
Because if you look up Evelina Cotton and you look up a coloured picture, that is not her. because she does not look like that
Plus,
in
it was
1871.
1871.
Plus, coloured pictures didn't exist in 1871.
Exactly.
They were only black and white.
Exactly. Maybe search up if there are any other cases or similar things happening to that. Weird sleep cases. I don't know. What's the weirdest dream you've ever had, Mel? While we're on the topic of dreaming and sleep.
I dreamed that I was once in Ninjago.
That doesn't surprise me.
I don't know why. But I think but it wasn't even my weirdest dream. One of them was something that actually did happen in real life. Almost like it was a warning.
Right, go on.
So basically, oh God, what was it?
Yeah, I had something similar to that, actually. Like when something happens before it actually happens. I mean, you have a dream about it happening before it happens, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that.
Yeah.
I had a dream that someone died months before they died.
Really?
Yeah, it was odd. I'm not going
Wow.
to say who, but yeah, it was weird. And I asked them, is that person okay? They're like, yeah, he's fine. I was like, okay. I was only 9. Yeah.
You should say, oh, by the way, I can tell when people die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but sometimes when I like lay in bed and I'm like, I think I sleep for a little bit, I feel like I'm falling or something.
Yeah.
And then I wake up. That scares me.
You know when you watch films and take off with plane? They take off on planes.
Yeah.
You know that something bad happens, and
Yeah.
there's always that one person that freaks out, and I just look at the person and I'm like, they definitely watched Final Destination 1. 100% they've watched it.
Fair enough.
Oh.
Go on. That's AI. You
Sleep
can't exactly.
paralysis.
Oh, sleep
I've had that
paralysis.
once, but technically I had a sleep paralysis demon.
Right.
This is
What
about
is it again?
probably when I was 4 years old.
What is it again? Sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis occurs when the brain wakes up from REM sleep, but the body remains paralyzed, often accompanied by vivid hallucinations of a menacing presence in the room, aka a sleep paralysis demon, which I actually did have. I sort of remember this. I was like 4 years old. I remember at one point I asked my mum to get me a glass of water because I was thirsty, and I kind of nodded off a bit, and then I woke up, but my body wouldn't move, and there was something standing in front of me.
Yeah.
I couldn't quite explain it, but it scared me so much that I actually cried and screamed, and my body actually moved. I fell out of my own bed, and I kind of woke up slightly a second later, and my mum was holding me and I was still crying.
I see.
I couldn't even explain what happened that day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think my mum even remembers this.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. What about you?
What about me?
Any sleep paralysis happened to you?
Don't think so.
Oh, okay. What other people can we talk about here? What other things? In fact, there was one girl I did tell you about.
Go on. Oh, that one.
Yeah, there's this game
Yeah,
on
you
Roblox.
talked about it on your channel.
I talked about this on my channel, and I tried being as respectful as I could, but my brain just went off because I got bored slightly. Sarah's House Tycoon. Now, this game should not have been put on Roblox, because this was based on a real life event that happened.
Go on.
This girl called Sarah went missing. She was stalked, kidnapped, locked in a dumpster behind her school, and died on June 2nd.
Okay.
This girl, this poor girl, not only did this person, whomever he is, stalked the girl, but he also made the game on Roblox. This man should be behind bars. Literally. But it's a shame he lives all the way in America or somewhere. He's probably hiding.
Fine then. If we're going back onto crimes,
Yep.
then I've got someone to tell you.
Okay.
Wait, are you done talking about that one, or do you have more?
I don't have any more on her, unfortunately. That's all I got.
I watched this documentary about it yesterday.
Okay.
It's about this girl called Skylar Nice, and
Right.
it's in 2012.
Yep.
She had these two best friends called Rachel and Sheila. Now, Rachel and Sheila were like in love, and Skylar was very jealous, I think, and I think Skylar threatened to tell someone about it. Anyway, they were very close, all three of them, but then time passed, they fell out. One day, Sheila or Rachel, I can't remember which one had the idea, but one of them had the idea, let's kill Skylar. So they were 16 at this time. They took Skylar in the car. They were just like, let's go smoke weed. They had it all planned. They took her in the car, drove for a bit.
Right.
They all got out the car. She walked ahead, and they stabbed her. And they left her
Really?
body.
Oh my God.
But one of them got a sentence to life behind bars. One of them got sentenced to 30 years. But they both had to do at least 15 years. And in 2028, they'll get a chance for parole.
Oh.
And, yeah, there's more. After it, they both obviously kept it a secret. But Rachel had loads of mental breakdowns about it. To the point she just gave up and confessed about it, and even led them to where the body was.
Or at least Rachel did the right thing. She let you know.
Yeah,
that
she's the
Sheila's
one who got 30 years. The other one got a year. No, not a year. Her whole life. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that Sheilas aren't nice. So
Okay.
if you're given a certain name, there are certain names that I know that people that
like
aren't very
Sheila's?
nice. Yeah, Sheila's,
I don't know any
Lauren's,
Sheilas.
Courtney's,
Oh yeah, I get you now.
Brittany's,
Oh, really?
you know, all that.
Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah.
Speaking of murder,
Here we go.
there is this one guy.
Go on.
This guy, even though he was talked about on Call Me Chris, he did not just commit one murder or two murders or three murders, but 17 or possibly 35 murders. No
Okay.
one knows.
Okay.
But he killed a lot of women. I'll tell you that now. Hold on a second. Let me just find it. If I can. Oh, there. This guy was known as the Alaskan Devil, the serial killer who hunted women for sport.
Sport?
Yep.
What does that mean?
Basically, he kidnapped women. This guy is called Hanson Baker. He basically kidnapped women of the night, SA'd them, and, took them out to, a forest of some kind, let them loose, and then hunted them down with a hunting rifle. and shot them dead and then buried them shallowly for other people to find. But here's the thing. He only confessed to 17 of those murders.
Mm-hmm.
Even though when police investigated his home, they found a map with 35 crosses on them.
Okay.
And they asked him about it, and he said, maybe there were 35, maybe there were only 17. But he wouldn't confess to any others.
Mm-hmm.
He only confessed to the 17 women.
Yeah.
But if you believe that there were more women that were killed out there, please do tell the police. If you live in Alaska, that is.
Yeah.
So, yep.
There's more murders I know of. I watched like loads of documentaries about them yesterday.
Yeah.
I could tell you about like one more. So there was this girl, I think her name was Molly.
Yeah.
In 2017, she was killed in broad daylight by her ex. He had like mental illnesses at the time apparently, but it started off fine. They met on Tinder. Like it was all like new at the time, Tinder. I think it was in 2016 they met. They fell in love. But she started to notice things like he was very manipulative, and he always used his bipolar as an excuse for her to like feel bad for him. And she broke up with him twice, but after the second time, he hunted her down at her gym that she works at. Went outside, drove around, waited for her to come out, and then when she got in her car, he got in her car too, and stabbed her. And loads of people saw it. He didn't even try and get away. He was just standing near the car when the police showed up. Yeah.
So, guys, if you're ever dating anyone and they start being manipulative with you or
that's the first line.
domestically abusive, please do tell someone. Do not keep it quiet. Tell someone, please. It is not healthy and it's not good.